Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a very exciting update success story from one of my clients who got her SP back to be in an official committed relationship with her. Okay, so this is actually the first time she's emailing me. She decided to email me 2 months after her results had been consistent. So yeah, I really like these types of stories. I think this is the first time that I'm doing that on my channel. Obviously, maintaining your results is very, very important. And, before I even get started with the story, just affirm that it's easy for me to maintain my affirmations. It's easy for me to, or my manifestations. It's easy for me to have permanent results, okay? It's easy for me to keep my manifestations. That's the easiest one of all. So, yeah, but before getting started with the success story, I did want to say that I have opened up my coaching. I currently do phone call coaching as well as Etsy coaching. Check out my website where you will see the options for that. I also offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation. Oh, I already said manifestation coaching. Custom make subliminals that help you manifest. And I also have a guide out on my Etsy that is about manifesting love. It's like a manifestation law of assumption journal. And yeah, people have actually gotten movement from it. You can check out the reviews there. And yeah, so if you're interested in any of those services, check out my website where you will see those options. And yeah, right now I am wearing this beautiful poncho that I got from Guatemala, which I absolutely loved visiting. Okay, I've been traveling a lot. I've literally been to 7 countries in like the last 6-7 months, and I'm gonna try and wear more of the souvenirs that I get from the countries that I visit, because a lot of them are really rich in spirituality. Like this, I actually got from the Mayan market in Chichicastenango. Let me know if you've ever been there. I absolutely love the energy vibe of the place. I learned so much about spirituality and the Mayans and the country as a whole, and it was so amazing. I even got this beautiful pink bracelet here that I absolutely love. So yeah. And yeah, the funny thing is, my client emailed me this while I was in Guatemala. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Like, I feel like I manifested this success story. Because I always manifest for my clients. I always, if you've ever gone coaching with me, I always manifest that you get all your manifestations. Okay, I always manifest that all my clients get their manifestations to full fruition. And it's been working. So I'm really happy for that. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the story. She started off by writing, "Hi beautiful, I wanted to write you the success story but wanted to give it some time because I wanted my results to be consistent. Long story short, the update is my SP and I have been dating for over 2 months now, officially. He went from being non-committal to asking me to be his girlfriend literally a week after we talked, and now it's been 2 months since our coaching, and I'm so excited to be telling you that we've been getting more and more serious and that things are working out better than I even expected them to. To summarize, we had casually dated for 5 months and I was a bit annoyed that he hadn't made things official, and I didn't want to ask him first either, so I reacted in the 3D, and we had a big fight where he was making all kinds of BS excuses that I don't even want to mention now that I'm into manifestation, because it's out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to repeat the old story, but you know what we talked about. But as we talked, we were in separation for about 3 weeks, and I had unfollowed him everywhere, but didn't delete him. In the first week, he stopped watching my stories and liking them like he used to, but he still followed me. This is when I got anxious because I was so used to him and I talking a lot, and that's when I booked the coaching, and you really helped calm me down. Thank you so much for that. You have no idea. But yeah, even though I was anxious and upset during this time period, I used the affirmations we talked about. I affirmed that we never broke up. We've always been official. We've always dated. And then some self-concept like, I'm worthy of true love and commitment from whoever I want. It's easy for me to assume the best of people and stick to the new story. Yes, so one great way to get back an SP is to affirm that you never broke up or we've always been together, because I know a lot of your end goals are to be together. So, that's kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone. You're revising the past and you're staying true to your desired reality. You're staying in alignment with your desired reality when you're saying, oh, we've always been together. And you're revising like maybe the negative things that happened in the past, like whatever reason you broke up, that's not even going to be a problem anymore, because if you were together, then obviously that reason wouldn't even exist, right? Or it would just be out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. So that's definitely something that you can say. Blanket revision affirmations work like magic. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so it's like, let's say you have abandonment wounds, like, oh, people always leave me, blah blah blah. Just say that has never happened. Okay, everyone in the past has always been obsessed with me. My relationships have always lasted. And that's not going to make the past come back, because your subconscious mind knows what you want. Sometimes, yeah, other exes, will come out of the woodwork and maybe they'll ask for another chance, but when you just affirm that, like, all my lovers have been great, they've always treated me with respect, I've always felt so loved, that will really, really help you get rid of any limiting beliefs that you may have regarding love and relationships, okay? So that's also really helpful. Yeah, and she said, I'm worthy of true love and commitment from whoever I want. This is also really important. I know a lot of you manifest attention and affection from people around you that you don't necessarily want. And maybe it's flattering, but you're just like, yeah, no, I want my manifestation with the person that I want it with. So just add whoever I want, okay? At the end of it, I am committed to by whoever I want, okay? Yeah. It is easy for me to assume the best of people and stick to the new story. Yeah, a lot of you have some trouble doing this. That's what I've noticed. But the good thing is, like, a lot of people correct that as well. A lot of my clients have been like, okay, I thought this and this, but I'm gonna correct myself. And like that is literally like half the battle right then and there. Stop seeing them as this person that didn't commit to you. Stop seeing them as this person that was rude to you or did whatever bad. Okay? That's a completely different version of them. That's a completely different person. That's not even them. The person that you fell in love with, that you want, is like the best version of themselves right now. And that's what you have to tell yourself. You can literally just vain affirm and say the qualities that you want them to have. Like, oh, they've always been loyal. They've always been the best versions of themselves. They're always going to stay being that way. Okay, they've always been the best partner, period. That's literally all you have to do. Again, even if you don't believe it, they will start reflecting that back to you. Because I know for a lot of you, maybe you manifested this version of them without even thinking that it would happen, and it sort of surprised you, right? Like, wait, how did this even happen? And yeah, maybe you can trace it back to the thought, but my point is that if you manifested that happening, you can manifest the opposite happening as well. You can manifest positively as well. You have to just choose to see them in a new light. And you have to make that choice. You have to make that conscious thought, that conscious decision of making that conscious thought. And it's okay if you don't believe it. I know sometimes people will be like, they'll just continue to show you the opposite, but you have to keep saying nope, nope, nope. In your mind, you have to keep saying no, and don't react in the 3D. That's also something. I know a lot of you tend to react in the 3D, and that can be like, there's a fire truck behind me, or just gonna wait till it goes. New York things. I hope whoever they're saving is okay. I always say that. I'm just like, every time I hear that, I'm like, I hope whoever they're saving is okay. I'm gonna give it like 5 more seconds. Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, but whatever I was saying, you got to start seeing them in a new light. I'm actually kind of glad I cut myself off. That's what you have to do. When you start spiraling, when you start getting negative thoughts, you have to just say, nope, not today. I am not doing this, okay? Literally just start affirming at that moment. I really like having the counter app, and whenever I feel a little bit anxious or like, I'm trying really hard to manifest something, I literally just get out my app and affirm, like for whatever it is that I want. If I see something in the 3D I don't like, just affirm against it, affirm the opposite of it, okay? Even the biggest lie when persisted in will become the truth. And it's a matter of you staying loyal to your desired reality. It's a matter of you, just like I said, seeing them in a new light. And you can even tell yourself, hey, it's easy for me to see them as the best version of themselves. It's easy for me to see them as a new and improved version of themselves, okay? When you tell yourself something enough, you will automatically start doing it. For like just one example, I saw this story of like how this one person was trying to manifest weight loss, and like she subconsciously found herself reaching for healthier foods, taking like the stairs instead of the elevators and not having it feel like it was too much work. That's literally how an SP manifestation, or really any kind of manifestation, will work as well. The more you just tell yourself, like, it's easy for me to stick to the new story, it's easy for me to live in the end, it's easy for me to assume new thoughts about this person, I promise you they will change in front of your eyes, and you're gonna be like, who are you, what have you done with this person, okay? But yeah, you just have to, it's not even about your person conforming, it's about you conforming to your thoughts. You're not changing anyone else, you're just changing your thoughts. And it's about you jumping into the reality where you have what you want, or you becoming the version of yourself that has what you want. Okay, so yeah, those are like a couple of lines that really made things like click for me. I hope that definitely like helped make things click for you, or maybe a lot of you know that, but it's just a reminder. Again, you're not changing anyone, you're not manipulating anyone, you're just choosing the reality that you want to be in. You're just choosing the reality where you're in a happy, healthy, committed relationship with the person that you really want. And the cool thing is that they're going to come to you and it's going to be their idea. Like, even if you were to tell them like, hey, I manifested you, they'll probably just laugh and be like, haha, okay, well, I actually love you, so I mean, do with that what you will. So it's crazy how it works, but it definitely does work. Okay, but anyways, yeah, she said, it's easy for me to assume the best of people and stick to the new story. Yeah, it's as easy as that, as simple as that. My problem was sticking to the new story. My problem was seeing him in this new light just because the old story, which I won't repeat, was so prominent in my 3D. But then I remembered you mentioned in a video that the 3D is just the past and the past thoughts playing out. So if I want a good future, I have to start changing my thoughts to something more positive ASAP and persist. It sounds so simple, but it really is that easy. I affirmed these affirmations every day, and about a week later, he started watching my stories again consistently. And a week after that, he asked me out. In a couple days, he asked to be official. This happened so fast, it was crazy, but I really kept my mental diet in check and didn't waver. I also did have this feeling that he was going to be back because I know the connection was real. I never doubted that. I just wanted the 3D to match that. But yes, we've been together for 2 months now, and he showed up as a different, better version of himself that I knew existed deep down, and affirmed that he would be able to tap into that better version of himself. And oh, the affirmation about the 3D always showing me what I want that we discussed was also great. Yeah, so we talked about how if you're getting triggered by the 3D, you're seeing things you don't want to see, you just have to tell yourself the 3D is always showing me what I want. The 3D has always shown me what I want. The 3D is gonna show me what I want. My 3D is desirable. It's so peaceful for me to live in, okay? Yeah. Thank you so much once again. Adding the words consistent, like it's easy for me to be consistent when you don't feel like affirming, helped me a lot too. Yeah, so just say it's easy for me to like consistently affirm. It's easy for me to think from the end. It's easy for me to think positive thoughts. It's easy for me to think thoughts that are in alignment with my manifestations. I just took some notes. She also said my results are permanent, hence the story. My manifestations are always permanent. Once I have it, I don't have to do that much to keep it. I always keep my manifestations. It's so easy for me to keep my manifestations, and I don't have to do too much. And you can even say my affirmations are powerful. They're really potent. My affirmations work instantly. You can even take some time to create the belief that it's easy for you to manifest, that your affirmations are so powerful. You literally only just have to say them a couple times and it manifests. Or it's so easy for you to manifest on a time crunch. It's so easy and natural for you to see what you want in the 3D, okay? Yeah, and yeah, the thing is, like, you have to take a little bit of time, energy, effort to create that belief. You can even add that to your affirmations. Like, you can have one self-concept affirmation that has something to do with I'm worthy of love, I'm always committed to, I'm always pursued, I'm always valued, I always get, whatever I want. You can have one specific desire or person affirmation, like we're always, my SP and I are in a happy, healthy, committed relationship. Really as easy as that, or whatever you want. And then add one more affirmation about seeing what you want in the 3D. It's easy for you to see what you want in the 3D. Or if time is your issue here, my 3D instantly conforms. That's a mix of time and 3D, which is also a really great affirmation. You can just do these 3 affirmations every day until you see until you see some movement, until you see your manifestations come to fruition. And that is enough, okay? I know a lot of you ask, like, oh, what's the routine? What's the formula? I've tried a lot of things, and they've all worked because I told myself it would work. At the end of the day, you create the rules, you create the assumptions, but I know a lot of you want like a formula or you want some sort of routine. Just do that. Just say 3 affirmations, specific person or specific desire, self-concept, and something to do with the time or 3D. Okay, you will see movement, I promise you. Come back to this video, come back like 3 weeks later. I always say it takes 3 weeks to form like a new thought pattern. So yeah, but it can happen sooner than that. Don't put a limit on your manifestation. That's why I really refrain from giving like time frames. Like, people ask me, how long does it take? I was like, it could happen in the next couple of hours. It could happen overnight. It could happen in a couple of days. It does not have to take long. I also remember just talking about, my relationships always last. It's been so easy for me to be in long-term committed relationships. Okay, that's also really easy, or that's also a great affirmation if you want to manifest, a good relationship. And that implies everything. If your relationships always last, that means like whatever problems you have, you'll work through them. And that's why you should do self-concept, okay? Just tell yourself, like, I always manifest the best versions of people because I'm the best version of myself. And then relationships will be so easy for you. Getting that loyalty, commitment, everything will be extremely, extremely easy, okay? You do not have to put limitations on yourself or your manifestation abilities or anything else, okay? And you don't have to do too much. You don't have to like go through a whole list every single time, like, oh, they're loyal, they're this, they're that. What does the best version of them look like? Of course, loyalty is like the bare minimum. But yeah, if you want to write that down, go ahead and do that. They're always treating you so well. They're always spoiling you. You have nothing to worry about. You always feel secure in your manifestations. All of these, are great. but you can also just condense them into like one blanket affirmation. So yeah, I really hope this helps someone. Let me know if you have any questions. And like I said, I am offering manifestation coaching. I also do in-depth tarot readings, and I custom make subliminals, and I have a guide out on my Etsy that you can use to manifest love, new love, soulmate love, or your SP or X or whoever. So yeah, yeah, I will end the video right here, and I will see you all next time.